Zega reflected with satisfaction on her first true murder in Skyrim. She had seen plenty of cruelty as a child and, well, much, much more as an adult, and having a personal hand in ending the torment of those children gives her an unexpected jolt of pride. It's time to try some of the infamous and elusive leaf skooma that she had heard so much about, crawling the alleyways and taverns of her youth. Taking the hit, she feels an altogether unfamiliar tingle rush down her spine, with a ferocity more expected from having an arrow plunge into her leg. Though that feeling quickly wears off and is replaced with a mellow, floating trip, very unlike the back alley skooma she was used to. Walking on clouds, Zega decides to rest on her victory at the local inn. On her way there, though, she changes her mind. It's too cold this far north, she mumbles through her skooma-induced haze. Maybe she will check out Falkreath. Sidger, the Jarl, will apparently have a need for her there, and maybe the beds will be nicer than those in Riften, and she can finally get a decent night's sleep. She stumbles into a full-tilt gallop, headed for Falkreath, and suddenly feels a pang of disappointment. She really is no closer to finding the Dark Brotherhood, and she seriously starts questioning whether they exist. But Skooma shrugs off the thought for her, and Zega in her blissful stupor heads towards the promise of a warm bed. Welcome to another episode of the Misadventures of a Skooma Addict. We're hoping that our cart guy is here, and he is, because we are going to head to a new city. We're going to head to Falkreath.
Need a ride?
I'd like to hire your carriage. I would like to go to Falkreath,
Climb
please.
back and we'll be off.
All right.
Oh,
Off we go.
snow never stopped me. Don't worry. Oh, steady.
So I'd like to thank Josh Riffert for tonight's decision. I'd also like to thank, in particular, one commenter, although, once again, all of... like, there were so many good ones. No, some wolves, but no dogs.
Oh well. The blacksmith is offering a reward for a dog he saw on the road. I was hoping you'd seen it. I guess I'll stay on the lookout. Keep your nose clean while you're here, outsider.
Like I was saying, I'd also like to point out a particular commenter. I think the name is Hospitalier, or to us Americans, Hospitalier. It's just some amazing stuff. It's just, I think it's a little too long for me to use in the context that I've been doing these videos, but there is some great stuff there, and some stuff that doesn't directly involve Zega that you can consider to be additional to this playthrough. She gives some great looks at some of the bandits that I've robbed, and why do I say it's she? I have no idea the gender of this person, but very, very well written stuff, and like I said, you can consider some of that stuff concurrent. So, here in Falkreath, in a city we have absolutely no idea anything about, Zega goes looking for an inn. What's this? Grey Pine Goods. Well, I mean, quite honestly, who couldn't use some goods? If you know what I mean. Oh, hey, Bolund. She decides to let the proprietor go to bed before she tries anything fishy. Falkreath seems like a dismal place. Even more so than an actual dismal place like Riften. Dead man's drink. Just what she was thinking about.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
Take a seat and get the cold out, indeed. It's not the cold that I'm worried about, though. I'd like a room.
I escaped fighting in Cyrodiil, only to have it track me down again in Skyrim.
I'd like to rent a room.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
Okay.
I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Thank you. Zega still reeling a little bit from that leaf skooma. Very potent stuff.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
For the first time in a long time, it looks like she'll be sleeping in an actual bed tonight. She drifts off into a black, dreamless sleep.
Sleep well.
What? Where am I? Who are you?
Does it matter? You're warm, dry, and still very much alive. That's more than can be said for old Grelod,
You know about that?
Half of Skyrim knows. Old hag gets butchered in her own orphanage. Things like that tend to get around. Oh, but don't misunderstand. I'm not criticizing. It was a good kill. Old Crone had it coming. And you saved a group of urchins to boot. But there is a slight problem.
Zega remains silent here.
You see, that little Aretino boy was looking for the Dark Brotherhood. For me and my associates. Grelod the Kind was, by all rights, a Dark Brotherhood contract. A kill that you stole. A kill you must repay.
You want me to murder someone else? Who?
Well now, funny you should ask. If you turn around, you'll notice my guests. I've collected them from, well, that's not really important. The here and now. That's what matters. You see, there's a contract out on one of them, and that person can't leave this room alive. But, which one? Go on. See if you can figure it out. Make your choice. Make your kill. I just want to observe and admire.
Zega still remains silent.
Am I to take your silence as acceptance? Then you know where we stand. Make your kill and we're square. Repayment of your debt is but a discreet knife thrust away.
Zega turns around and sees 3 people kneeling on the floor. She's been tasked with killing one of these people. But which one is a mystery?
I can hear you talking out there. Please let me go. I've done nothing to you.
Who are you?
My name is Full-Time. I'm a soldier. Well, mercenary, really. You know, a sellsword. I've lived in Skyrim all my life. That's all. I'm a nobody, really. So, can't you just let me go?
Would someone pay to have you killed?
What? Oh, God. I don't want to die.
Shh, don't be afraid. You can tell me.
Okay, well, I guess it's possible. I've been selling my sword arm for years now. Killed a lot of people. Could be someone wanted revenge. But you're not going to kill me, right?
What about you?
Get these things off of me.
Who are you?
None of your damn business who I am. If you're going to kill me, just do it already. Esmara is my witness. If I didn't have this hood on right now, I would spit right in your face.
Would someone pay to have you killed?
Excuse me. What kind of question is that?
One last time. Would someone pay to have you killed?
I'm kneeling here with my hands bound and a sack over my head, and you have the gall to ask me that? What do you think, genius? I don't have time for this nonsense. I've got a home to keep and children to feed. Now,
Whoever this is, clearly we got off on the wrong foot. But no worries. This is not the first time I have been bagged and dragged.
Who are you?
Varsha, at your service. Obtainer of goods, taker of lives, and defiler of daughters. Have you not heard of me? Perhaps I will have my people carve my name in your corpse as a reminder.
Would someone pay to have you killed?
Me? Are you serious?
Answer me or I'll paint this room with your blood.
Fool, don't you get it? I live in the shadow of death every day. A knife in every doorway. A knocked arrow on every rooftop. If one of my enemies would not pay to have me killed, I would take it as a personal insult. Tell you what, you release me and I promise my associates will not hunt you down like an animal and butcher you in the street. It is a win-win.
Zega suddenly comes to her realization. This is a puzzle and a test. All three of these people could easily be the mark. She only has one chance to kill the correct mark, or she assumes the very violent-looking woman in the corner will not take kindly to her picking wrong. So she decides the only sensible thing to do
get these things off of me.
is to kill all three of them.
Come now.
Well, well, aren't we the overachiever? 3 possibilities, 3 victims. Must have been one of them, right? So why take chances?
You told me to kill and I killed.
Indeed. For you, my friend, seem to understand what's truly important. When I give an order to spill blood, you follow it. No questions, no remorse.
So I'm free to go?
Of course. And you've repaid your debt in full. Here's the key to the shack. But why stop here? I say we take our relationship to the next level. I would like to officially extend to you an invitation to join my family, the Dark Brotherhood. In the southwest reaches of Skyrim, in the Pine Forest, you'll find the entrance to our sanctuary. It's just beneath the road, hidden from view. When questioned by the Black Door, answer with the correct passphrase, "Silence, my brother." Then you're in, and your new life begins. I'll see you at home.
And we are now the proud owner of this abandoned shack here. Beautiful decor. We also have an invitation, an open invitation to join the Dark Brotherhood. Zega stumbles out of the shack. And realizes she has no idea where she is. Inigo's here. He must have followed in the night after the assassin had taken her. Zega's come to appreciate Inigo, if for nothing else than his services as a bodyguard. Zega looks around at the mountains, consults her map, and finally comes to the realization that she's not very far from the city of Solitude. She had heard, well, what seems like forever ago, that Solitude would be a good place to go and train her speech skills at the Bard College. Zega wonders if that's a possibility. She also notices the city of Dawnstar and the promise of the Dark Brotherhood somewhere nearby. There's also the Thieves Guild in Riften. And, of course, there's always Falkreath, where a Jarl has asked for her presence personally. Which choice will Zega make? One of those? None of those? It's all up to you. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. Until next time, peace.